Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Life of a Single Guy. On today's episode, I'm going to go over how I did on my September budget. Let's get started. I started out with negative $70 in giving, and I spent $360 on groceries. I spent $41 on my water bill, $9 for gas for my mowers, $22 for gas for the truck, $50 for car insurance, and $1 for an extra tip for one of the Instacart orders. I spent $20 on my cell phone, $64 on dental insurance, $5 in extra giving, and I earned $617. Then I spent $21 on social giving and $32 in gas. However, I did receive, let me grab the right piece of paper here. I did receive $881 after taxes from my mowing job. I took $118 out for giving. I put $25 in my IRA. $99 went back to the mowing fund. $64 went to the medical fund. And that gave me a leftover of $572. I put $100 towards church gifts, $97 towards stockpile, $95 towards young adults fund, $95 towards home repairs, $95 towards car fund, $95 towards office supplies. And then I ended up with a balance of negative $78 for week one. And that rolls over into week two. I spent $70 in giving. I spent $38 on eBay for a Buffalo Bills polo for football season. I bought it just to wear something nice to church for football season. Didn't really need it, but I bought it just for that. I spent $163 on health insurance, $69 for quarterly pest control, $20 for social giving. I got $4 back from my Chase card and credits. And I earned $617 in pay in week two. I spent $25 in gas, $2 on Google storage, and $62 on my internet bill. Let me see here. And that week I also earned $350 before taxes from another side hustle I do. I took $88 out of that to taxes. $35 went towards giving. I spent $50 of it on a Navy midshipman jersey, a vintage one, on eBay. And I put $20 in each of the following accounts: church gifts, stockpile, young adults fund, medical fund, home repairs, car fund, office supply, antivirus, and $17 into the kitchen repairs fund. And that gives me a balance of positive $94 for week two. Moving on to week three. I spent $70 in giving. I spent $250 in utilities. I put $61 of it in the utilities fund to help me get through winter. I spent $3 at Barnes & Noble on an ebook just to see if my credit card, Chase card, will work, because it was having a difficult time working on my utility company. I really didn't need the ebook, but I bought it anyways. $10 in gas for the mowers, $23 in gas for the truck, $11 for a Patreon membership of my friends, $6 on the Sirius subscription, $32 in gas for my Kia Sportage, and also had $1 Air. And I earned $617 that week. and I spent $1 at McDonald's for the 50-cent cheeseburger day. I took advantage of that deal. Really didn't need it, but since it was 50 cents, I took advantage of that. It was 50 cents for a double cheeseburger. $12 in Food Line for social giving. That was like canned Chef Boyardee to put in the blessing box in my area. And I just spent $18 on property tax for a small lot that's part of the property I bought. That's a long story. I ended up... Originally, it was the neighbor that lived next door to me's lot, and I had to settle that out with my title insurance company, and I had to get that settled out with the county. So now I have to pay it, and it ain't getting paid through my mortgage company. I pay it myself. And I spent $40 at Sam's Club on more electric toothbrush heads because my electric toothbrush head was going bad. And $1 on Apple storage, giving me a balance of $193 left over. We're going on to week 4. I spent $70 in giving, $465 on my mortgage, $32 in gas. I received $69 in credits from my Chase credit card. I received $617 on my paycheck. $45 was for the dental cleaning visit I had to do. And I spent $2 at Walmart for some peroxide for my mouth. $10 was credit I received from my PayPal card. $29 in gas. And I had to renew my Paramount Plus because the 6 months was about to be up, so I spent $15 on that to keep the live college football on Saturdays, and $18 on eating out, $28 for my haircut. I had to go get a haircut, and it was looking awful. So I had $186 left over. I put $37 of it into my church gifts funds to max that out at $400. $21 went towards my kitchen repairs fund. And I split the $128 remainder to stockpile, young adults, medical fund, home repairs, car fund, office supply fund, firewall, and holiday spending. Now I'm going to share with you my net worth. I have $400 in church gifts fund. I have $204 in my stockpile fund. I have $143 in my young adults fund. $271 in my medical fund. $325 in Christmas gifts for my family. $1,647 in car fund. $3,000 in the emergency fund. $382 in taxes. $2,000 in dental fund. $300 in mowing fund. $50 is a minimum balance on savings. $38 in my kitchen fund. $61 to my utility fund. $16 in personal holiday spending that I'm going to give myself. $129 went to home repairs. $129 went to office supply fund. $160 went towards firewall. $408 went towards my subscriptions and memberships that are coming up towards the end of the year. And I had $7,688 in my IRA accounts, giving me a total assets of $17,351. My only liability at the moment is my mortgage of $14,443, giving me a net worth of $2,908. Overall, I think I did okay. I really didn't need to spend money on the polo, the jersey, and the Barnes & Noble book. Those 3 things, I would have had more money to allot towards sinking funds if I didn't spend that money. But I plan on using that stuff, so I'm not going to regret it. How'd you do on your budget in September? Let me know in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post videos every Monday and Wednesday. Thank you very much. Have a marvelous day.